You know, it's a video that I did back here in November. I'm going to go ahead and try to include it into my YouTube channel. And I thank you guys who coming on board and stuff. And I want to enlighten you. I hope I do. I had a TikTok channel. And I got banned because I said that when Elon Musk obtained all our our personal information through the IRS, I said if 1 million people sue Elon in a class action for $200,000, that you can break Elon in a month, less than a month. And TikTok banned me. But it won't even let me come on. But I'm okay with that. I'm cool because TikTok changed after Trump got a hold on it. But you know what? I want to talk about something that is so, it's dear. That's when you hate something or somebody so much, you don't want to listen. You know, when the election was over with, I cried. I really cried. I couldn't understand it. And you know what? I realized something. See, I'm going to tell you something. Even if you don't believe in it, God is a God. He's not a playing God. And see, when you put hate so high up there that you can't see nothing else, see, it's time to be dealt with. I want you to notice something. Everything that's going on here that's so bad, if you notice, it has not affected China. It has not affected any other country. Canada and moved out. Even Mexico, who we thought was a third world country, has moved out and moved on. They ain't worried about us. Their food is reasonable. Everything is but us. See, white folks ain't gonna admit that they messed up. But you can tell here, where I live at, all you saw was first Trump pins. Then they had the Republican Party they named it Trump, and then they had drove around and I'm in Tennessee, Georgia, and then they drove around. You saw all these American flags with Trump, Vans, Trump 2024. Now you can drive down there, you see people caught, just regular people. Oh, they were proud when he was elected. Oh, they were proud. Have you noticed that when Biden was leaving, measles came back? Ain't that something? Come on, let's talk deep now. We gotta talk deep. Measles came back. Measles been gone for decades. Measles came back. COVID coming back. Y'all don't get it, do you? Don't get it. Okay. See, when you hate somebody, and I'm gonna tell you something. Can people say, can you hate your own race? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because you know what? You got blacks that don't want to be black. Hispanics is trying to fit in to be white. Blacks trying to be accepted. Now look at them. They leaving. They being deported. And then what's so bad about it? They being deported to places they didn't even come from. Just sending them anywhere. Sound like Hitler, don't it? Yeah, sound like Hitler. You know, when God told me when I cried, you know, and I'm going to tell you something. A lot of big decisions that I make, I pray on it. I pray. Yeah, I do. I pray on it. Because you know why? Because everything ain't for me. And everything that's for me may not be good for me. See, you know what? When you come to your life, it's two things that's going to have to happen. See, you're not doing a decision by yourself. It's two things that's going to happen. You either going to pray on it and get guidance, or you're going to pray on it and God going to let you go through some stuff so that you can see, you know what? Maybe that man wasn't for me. Maybe that job wasn't for me. Maybe it ain't time for me to do this. You know, all this money ain't for me. Maybe it's meant for me to be this way instead of that way. But anyway, God said, you know what? It was in a dream. He said, some of us are not going to be touched. It's like everything going to go on. And it's not going to affect us. Food going to go up. But we still going to be able to afford it. Rent going to go up. But we still going to be able to afford it. It's like nothing is affecting us. Then there's some people that's going to affect you a little bit. Because it's meant for you to go into your destiny. That's what it's meant for you to go into your destiny. That's what it was. And then majority of them are gonna go into this despair. It's gonna get deep. You have folks stealing out of stores. You're gonna see people you didn't think steal. And I posted it on TikTok. Well, I got banned from TikTok because I made a comment that if 200,000 people sue Elon Musk for $200,000, that's a class action, and within a month, Elon Musk would be bankrupt. I got banned permanently. So anyway, and so I get up every morning. God told us to prepare. But not in the way that we are doing now, like food and stocks and stuff like that. God may be telling you, go get some land. He may be telling you, you know what, go get this right now. You say, well, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because, I'm about to lose my job. But I'm going to tell you something. I have lost a job and still got blessed. Job ain't that ain't your God. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So a lot of people finna go through some stuff because see, they hate. You got Hispanics hating on other Hispanics. I never thought I'd see this because the Hispanic community has been so strong, even in they thing. But now they become hatred of their own. You said, why, Samantha? Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because when people get money, they think they better than the ones that are poor. Ain't that so? The person. Money shouldn't change you if who you truly are. But see, they became citizens. They got money. They got a little status. They just like blacks. They able to sit next to or be next to some white folks. Oh, they arrived. Oh, now that the undocumented coming in. Oh, they saying, well, Samantha, they saying, hey, she don't need to be here because she's undocumented. I fought my way here. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Getting a citizenship in the United States is very expensive. Very expensive. So now they hate their own. See how God fixed it? Now they on the chopping block too. I heard so many black people talk about Kamala so bad, saying she wasn't black. She wasn't black enough. Look at me. Look at my skin color. I got family members that got green eyes and blonde hair, and they mom and daddy are black. When is it a percentage of black? When is a percentage? How come we just can't be black? But see, we can't. Since the 60s, we stopped being united in a cause. Because now we hate to see people excel in our own race. We hate to see people excel in our own race. We got folks that wanna move up on the ladder and feel like because they moving up on the ladder that they better than the other blacks. We have tried that, many blacks have tried to give back to the community only to be murdered because they're doing better than the other person. We have had, when we get mad at each other, we don't go and tear up the white neighborhood stores. We go tear up our own stuff, you know. And we have more black voters who don't vote because, you know why? Because they feel like, you know what, if they on the system, it don't matter who it is, the check was going to always be in the mail. Now they realizing that check is not finna come in the mail anymore, that they're going to have to get up and go find them a place to stay. That rental assistance is almost gone. It's almost gone here. It'll be ending next month. Now what you going to do? And I am so sick and tired of black folks saying, God got you. Do he really? Because I can guarantee you, it's some people in the Bible God had and he still took them through there. You forget about the wandering children of Israel after they left Egypt. So don't sit here and say God, unless he gave you a written documentation or confirmation. Everybody ain't finna be covered up under the blood of Jesus in this situation. Because some of y'all go to church, sit and praise God, and then come out hate. You do evil stuff Monday through Saturday, and then Sunday ask for forgiveness. Like that's kind of strange. And you know what really gets me is this right here. This way. Have you ever noticed all the other countries are doing better than us? You know why? Because you know what? We greedy. We can't. We got to have the biggest bling bling. We got to have the updated car. My Miss Sophia is 20 years old. I ain't trying to get no car. She run good. I fix her to make sure she. But everybody want to have the newest this. They want to have the baddest this. They got the out show. And you go get them credit cards. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I give you good advice. Before you go by and see China exposed all them designer handbags that y'all been paying $200-$300 for. But see, maybe more. But I go to the Goodwill. I used to go in a bargain bin, found a $600 Kate Spade bag for $1. You can go to the Goodwill. See, I don't go to Goodwill no more because Goodwill and went up on their prices. You can go to the thrift store and find designer clothes. Better yet, in Atlanta, they got the Rags of Rama if you just all into designer stuff. And that's a thrift store. That's a consignment store. You can wear it. When you get tired of it, take it back, get some store credit, go back and get you another purse. But see, black folks got to have it. I told my cousin that she spurting around her bag. Ooh, girl, what I forgot it. Dooney and Burke. She sporting around her bag. Dooney and Burke. I said, how much you pay for that bag? $600. She said $700. Wow. She said, so I can't see myself paying no $600-$700 for no bag. I said, no. I said, well, how come you don't go to Rags and Rama? She said, what you talking about? I said, that's that thrift store in Atlanta. That where you can go. And I said, you see so many black women in there. They I know they be. I said, they got all kind of designer bags, and you wear it when you get tired. You go take it back. They give you a little store coupon. You go purchase another one. You know, and move on. Really? Where is it at? I told her where it's at. I said, I think it's so it's down somewhere down so that's near the market. Then a week later, hey, where you say that place was? But anyway, we greedy. And see, God now have to strip us down. He's got to make us humble again, because we're not afraid of God, not afraid of anything. Our children are not afraid of the parents. Nobody's afraid of God. And We become so hatred. I think the Mexicans are going to be protected. You know. But all these folks that voted for hatred, you voted for it, you supported it, you're supporting it all the way, and then they sit here and say, I believe he was going to do the economy. That's bullshit. He said he was going to make America great again. That's for white folks. He said he going to get rid of all the illegal immigrants because they holding back jobs. That's envy and jealousy. Because you couldn't understand how a Hispanic person was they go out here, they work tirelessly. And they got more than you, and you got mad. They finna cut out, they're gonna restructure the Department of Education. Well, they are. Because they finna have a lot of dumb people around here. Because you know what? Half of you blacks, and I couldn't understand how Mississippi State Valley went down there and danced for him, and he cutting all they funding. You ain't heard from them since. So, hate runs deep. So you know what? I'm going to give you some advice. When I've learned, because see, I'm going to tell you something, and this is going to be my ending. I learned that, you know what, that God has my path. I wanted to be a truck driver. God said, no, that ain't it. I wanted to be an attorney. I couldn't do it. But I got a gift. I guarantee you, I go into that. You gotta go to my other channel, Justice TV. That's where I talk about credit cards and all of that and how you can do things. But I pray on it. I ask God, is it for me? And when I don't get it, I don't get mad. It's jobs I didn't get. It's places I didn't get to go. But I don't get mad. I said, God, you know what? Whatever that's for me, you have for me. And I trust you. And I guarantee you, He has never let me down. He's never let me go. He's never failed to provide for me. I don't care how many immigrants here. I don't care how much stuff goes on. He's always taking care of me. And sometimes when you sitting up here being envious and jealous and trying to compete with other people, household and stuff, you got to remember, you don't know how they got it and who agreement that they made it to, because a lot of people are worshiping the devil. They worshiping Satan and sold their soul to the devil, and that's how they driving these nice cars, got these better careers and all of that, and you sitting up here trying to figure out how they do it. You better stop doing it. Stop worried about what happening next door and focus on your ministry in your own house. That's what all I gotta say. And listen to these beautiful birds.